everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kristen with Monarch Plans, and today I'm doing my plan with me for the week of September 12th through the 18th in my Focus Teacher Planner. I, just as a disclaimer, have been battling it out with my tripod today so far, so if there's like weird shifts where it like looks like the screen is slowly moving or something like that, that's just my tripod falling apart. So I'm gonna try and make sure it's like as steady as possible, but I might be in the market for a new tripod here very, very soon. So I'm going to be using kit 334 from my shop. I have all the usual sheets that I normally use. The only one I'm not using is the one with all the washi. So I have just the main sheet here. I have the full boxes. I have the headers and the sidebar, and then just some of the extra boxes, just additional labels and everything. So I will just get started. This week is a little bit different. I'm kind of filming ahead because I've mentioned in past videos that I have a very busy September, and this is one of those weeks that I just have some big things going on. My sister's coming into town, and I'm also trying to catch up from getting home from vacation. So I am just trying to get as much stuff done early as I possibly can, so I'm not scrambling and filming like when my family's here or any of that stuff. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for myself, which usually I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, as evidenced by the fact that I do not have a very consistent posting schedule. But I am trying to be much better about that in the next couple months, so this is part of my efforts to be a little bit better. So I am planning, and I'll get everything down on the week, but since I'm a little bit further out than I normally plan, there's probably not going to be a bunch of detail. So I'm going to do kind of the big things that I know of so far, and then I'll have to go back and add some stuff as we get a little bit closer to this week, but that is okay. I mentioned also in another video that like I don't know how people do like content batching for planner stuff, because like a lot of times I don't know what my plans are that far ahead, but maybe this is how it's supposed to go. It's just like the big stuff and then you fill in the little things later. I don't know, but I am super excited for this week. I really can't wait to see my sister. I just saw her in, I think May it wasn't too long ago, but anytime I get to see her, I absolutely love it. She lives up in Washington State, so not every day she gets to come down to Arizona. I know that it's going to start getting a little chilly up there soon and back into kind of like the rainy season in the next month or so. So I know she's excited to kind of get down here for like the last time before it starts getting like that up there, and then I'm hoping that maybe I can have her and my dad down here again in December. I love inviting them down for Christmas because they get to get out of the crappy weather and into like the 70s and 80s down here, and then it's also just nice to have family around for Christmas. But we'll have to cross that bridge later. Not quite sure what the plan is, but yeah, I'm just very excited to see my family. My dad will already be down here because he watched the house while we were gone on vacation. So that is really, really nice. But then my sister's just going to join him. So I will finish putting in this washi. I don't think I have a whole lot going on so far for work. I think that'll probably change since we just haven't gotten to schedule a lot of meetings and everything so far for this week, but I'll just have to see. But I don't think there'll be much going on this week for work, just based on kind of emails and stuff that's going around. So I'm hoping it's pretty easy, especially jumping back in after vacation, because that is always like the absolute hardest thing, is going on vacation and then coming back and seeing all your emails and all that kind of stuff. So I really want to make sure that I am just on top of everything as I come back to work. I'm putting together the sidebar now. Also really focused on getting back into some habits and everything. So I'm going to put my little weekly thing here. And then I'm also going to put my habits in, my little habit trackers. I think I will do the dinner header. And then maybe just 2 habit trackers. I'm trying to figure out, there's a couple things that I want to do on the sidebar that are a little bit different. So I'm going to do a habit tracker here, and then I think I'll do another habit tracker here. And then in one of my recent weeks, I put a little section for reminders for next week. And I'm gonna do that again because I actually really liked that. I am always usually thinking ahead to the next week anyways. So this just gives me a spot to jot anything down that I remember, so I can include it in my next weekly plan. So I'm gonna put my little next week sticker here. I think I'll leave probably a little bit less space for next week. So there's that. So I think we're good for the sidebar. And then other than that, I just need to put in the headers. So let's start with some of the headers here. I have obviously stuff to catch up on from work, but then also preparing my house for my sister to get here, which isn't a big thing. I don't anticipate our house is going to be like a mess or anything because we'll have been on vacation the whole last week and my dad will just be the only one here. So, but I have to like set up where she's going to sleep and all that kind of stuff. And then also just getting back into the swing of house stuff like after vacation, which is, you know, lots of laundry and all of that. So I just have those different things to kind of focus on. I think that's why this month is kind of so hard, is when it was like before vacation, I had a few things to focus on in terms of like getting my dad up to speed to watch our house and preparing the house for my dad to come here, and then making sure we were all set up for vacation. Everything was good, confirmed. There's like obviously some hoops to jump through before we went on our cruise, like COVID tests and all that kind of stuff. So it's like just focusing on so many logistics this month, which usually isn't the case because usually I'm just at home, just doing work stuff and shop things, and it's not really that complicated. But then when you add in just like stuff, it obviously ends up getting a lot more complicated with a lot more things to focus on. So what I think I'll do is put in some of the larger boxes. I usually do that ahead of time just so I'm able to like mark off the things that are the most important. So I think I will put in a large box on Thursday, which is when my sister's getting here. And I can't decide whether or not to do, should I do it at the bottom? Should I like start? I don't know. I kind of want to mix it up a little bit because I feel like all my weeks have been looking the same recently. Can't decide if I should just kind of like start moving the boxes around. I guess maybe I'll start doing that. Maybe this isn't the right week to do it, but I guess I'll start just because I'm thinking of it. So if I might do like a box down at the bottom and kind of like move them up each time. I don't know. This gets really complicated when I try to do that stuff. Maybe I'll just put this one up here. We'll see how this turns out. This is going to be a big experiment. So there is that box for my sister coming in. And then I will do another blank box on Sunday because I think we are going to do a family barbecue. So there is that one. And now I can just kind of fill in. What I think I'll do is kind of like go up and back down. Or I might do random. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Obviously, I'm like, this is a huge experiment that I'm doing. So I think that looks pretty good. Other than that, I want to put a bigger box like over on this side on Saturday and Sunday because I have my shop's new releases, and a lot of the stuff is still kind of tentative in terms of shop things just because of being on vacation and having family over. So I'm going to put this over both because I might do new releases either on Saturday or Sunday. I think my shop calendar said Saturday, but I just want to make sure I keep that flexible because things have been, I mean, this month is just different than normal. So I will put the weekend sticker in up here. And then I think we're good to start putting in some of the labels and everything. So I am going to speed through like writing on the labels, putting in the labels, and then I'll just come back and I'll talk through my plans and everything for the week. So I'll be back in a few minutes with just some more details about my week, and then that should be it. Okay, so here is the week so far. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of stuff that isn't in here, like my little to-do list items that I normally put in with like the little dots and everything. I'm not going to do that this time because I am planning a little bit ahead, but I have all of the appointments and the notable things going on already in here, so it'll be really easy for me to just go through and add those to-do list items when the time comes. So as you can see, I kind of did things a little bit different. It looks a little chaotic to me, to be honest, which I think I'm just so used to having the full boxes like in a line. I have my like rows all thought out and very specific, but this time I'm kind of, I don't know, doing it a little bit differently like I mentioned, and I think that this is okay, and I'll have to see how it works out when I actually put my to-dos in here, because at this point it looks a little scattered, but I think when I start like grouping my to-do list items together, it'll be a little bit easier. So Monday is pretty wide open. I just know I'll have a lot of emails to get through. I'll probably be sending a lot of emails, maybe on the phone a little bit at work. So I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to be doing a whole lot else. I do have my to-do list here. I'll probably do some stuff for that like on Monday and Tuesday, but I'm not going to try and force everything in on Monday. This is something I'll fill out obviously when I know exactly what I need to get done after we get back from vacation. The shop is reopening on Monday, so that is a big thing. I'll have to see if I have anything that I need to get done for that. I don't think so. It's just a matter of like flipping the switch on my Etsy shop. So I'll probably post on Instagram and like remind everybody that the shop is reopened. I have a meeting for Moxie Life at 5 p.m. So I'll probably either listen to that live or I will probably like just listen to a replay before bed or something like that. On Tuesday, I have a little bit more busy meeting or a busy day at work with some meetings, but other than that, I am not really planning anything else big. I have a video going live that day. Wednesday is wide open. There's really not a whole lot, but a lot of Wednesday is going to be prepping for my sister to get here. So I'm just going to shift one of our bedrooms that my dad isn't staying in into like a guest bedroom. So that should be not too bad, but it's just something on the to-do list. Thursday, I have my flu shot appointment at work, and then I'm picking my sister up from the airport. And I also have a video going live, but I have a few different ones I can choose from. So I'm going to see exactly which one I want to choose for that day. I have a dentist appointment on Friday morning, and Andrew has his bowling league also on Friday. I have my new release sneak peeks on Friday, and then reminders and everything throughout the weekend. Mini Kit Monday will be on the 19th, so I'll do some reminders for that on the 18th. And then other than that, the weekend is a little bit more busy. My sister really wants to go over to like the Scottsdale area. We've been there before, but that's just something she wants to do this time around. I want to get Top Gun, the new Top Gun, and watch it with my family because I don't think my dad or sister have seen it. So I think we'll rent that and then, or buy that, and we will watch that on Saturday night together. Like I mentioned, November new releases are happening at some point, I think this weekend, but that might be subject to change just depending on how things go. And then I have another video planned for the following week's Plan With Me and a family barbecue. So I'm sure Sunday will be pretty busy. We'll probably do some tidying up on Sunday morning, just vacuuming and stuff like that to make sure that the house looks okay for quite a few people. And I think that other than that, it'll just be a really nice, relaxing day. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm also going to wait to do my sidebar because that definitely has to have some more relevant stuff to the actual week, and I don't want to take up any space with things that might not even be kind of an issue when the time comes. So anyways, that is it for this week. I think it turned out really well for me doing this early, so I'm kind of excited. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.